Something that I think a lot of students don't really think about is that your applications for college start pretty much once junior year ends, if not sooner. I've racked up up to 35, 55 hours with students in the past just working on their application essays. Essays and, building their narrative, helping them navigate all the supplementals, how to really showcase their activities in a way that highlights what they did. But at the very least, by the end of the summer, or at least before the Common App opens, having your personal statement perfectly finished, revised, having your activities list done, having your additional information section, that is important. Don't leave that blank if you can help it. I know you only get 10 slots on the activities for the Common App, but you should use the additional information to list any other activities, list any other things that you did, or explain something further if you feel like 150 characters is not enough to explain your 4 years working on a project. That's just to say, I know that it's not even March yet, but if you are a junior, I would start thinking about your application right now for college. I know you're probably going to be busy over the summer with an internship or, other summer resume building things that you might have planned for yourself. But you're probably going to be even more busy once school starts, and the last thing you want to do is have to write a last minute application. If you're a good writer, you could probably pull it off, but it is pretty difficult and stressful, and it's not a thing that you're going to want to do. So if you can get those items out of the way early, then you're just working on supplementals. And a lot of supplementals do overlap, but I would try to think about each one individually for the school, because schools have different values. And there's no way to really replicate the YS essay. You should write that one different for every single school. Right now, what you probably should be spending most of your time doing is just collecting your college list, putting it together, researching every school as extensively as possible. We can talk about how to actually do research for a school, how to make sure you know everything you need to know, including college tours if you feel like that would be relevant. But coming up with a really good personal statement idea can take a long time and a lot of self-exploration. I've had students tell me in the past that after doing that, it just felt like therapy. Not because they were writing about anything traumatic, but because that personal statement should force you to really think deeply about yourself and really investigate your values, who you are, why you are the way that you are, how you think, how you navigate the world. It's such a complex essay that at the very least right now what you should be doing, aside from doing all that research on schools that you want to apply to, is reading as many examples online that worked. Make sure that you get good examples. For example, Johns Hopkins actually releases their favorite essays every single year. That's a really good place to start.